Welcome back. We got the old man here just walking straight at us. I assume he wants to speak to us. Even if we don't have President Croy, there's still Speaker McDowell. If anyone can restore Crossbell's peace, it's him. If anyone can restore peace, it's Speaker McDowell. President Croy has been apprehended. A head statesman being arrested is pretty much unprecedented. What's going to happen to Crossbell? Why looks really sad. Stop being such a worrywart and play with me. Looks really sad. Play with me. President was apprehended and an ominous blue tree appeared out of nowhere. Are we ever going to catch a break? All I want is the things to go back to the way they were. What's wrong, boy? Nothing, don't worry about it. How can I be scared when I got this little rascal to look out for? Protecting Mei Ling is the most important thing to me in the world. As long as she's safe, everything will be fine to me. Yeah. If only my husband was still with us. Husband would have chosen to fight for what's right until the very end. That was his pride as a guardsman. Please, Special Support Section, please keep watching over Noel and Fran. My daughters are in your care. You can work them as hard as you like until you all resolve this crisis. Don't mind. Please take care of Noel and Fran and form SSS. Work them as hard as you like until the crisis is resolved. As hard as we like? Jeez. I was really scared when I saw the big tree outside. But as he said, everything would be alright, and that made me feel better. He may be my brother, but don't think even he can make that tree go away. Still, I'm glad he wanted to cheer me up. Scared so of that big tree outside, so as he cheered me up, like the coolest brother. Feel better thanks to him. Lisa went back to the downtown district a little while ago. The old me would have been so upset at him for leaving us again so soon. I know he just wants to look out for his friends and everyone else in the neighborhood, though. Hazel has become a fine young man. I'm not going to treat him the way I used to anymore. He's doing everything he can to help his friends and neighbors downtown. Father seems happy to be going back to work. Well, I'm happy for him. What about you, Marie? I don't see anything on the list in regards to this one. What was that? I'm happy for him. Yeah. I'm tired. I know how you feel. So tired. The company I work for was closed after what happened at the IBC building, but it recently reopened. We were renting a small office space. I've been away from the job for a while, so I'll need to shake off the rust. Get back at it to provide for our family, of course. The company I work for was closed after what happened to the IBC building, but recently reopened. Renting a small office space. I have to get back at it to provide for our family, of course. Of course. Relieved knowing Cindy and Sophia's families are safe. Oh, I want things to go back to normal soon. The door is locked. The tenant doesn't appear to be home. Back in Erebonia. That's not where I want to go. Yeah, let's check down here. Check Rains' hidey hole. I'm glad everything in Crossbell's gone back to normal, mostly. Though there's still that mysterious tree. I'm sure we'll find a way to manage. Should I make some new handicrafts to relax? Ray has the day off until tomorrow, then it's back to work. Yeah, that tree is a little ominous, but I think we'll manage. Get the feeling that the city's back to its usual energy. Do my part, but buying a lot of stuff to revitalize the economy. Okay, time to plan out another new shopping route to maximize savings. Do my part, buying a lot of stuff to revitalize the economy, savings. Dinz's plan to overcome this is to keep eating vegetables. I'd like to know where he gets his optimism. Still, I guess that part of him is what lets him brighten up everyone's day. That's one of the things that makes him a good street merchant. His optimism. He even comforted me when those monsters were roaming the streets. I really owe him for that one. Welcome one, welcome all. Din's Fresh is open for business today. Fresh veggies will help us all overcome this crisis in better health than ever before. Then he keeps glancing over at me for some reason. Do I have something stuck to my face? The men of the house have been treating me with more respect. How many years has it been since I last went shopping with Gillet? At least we can make some nice memories today, too. Those guys are worried about Mum going out alone, so we're going to take turns shopping with her. It's a little inconvenient, but none of us want anything bad to happen to Mum. I feel like I'm really starting to understand how much I appreciate Mum. Marty seriously has nerves of steel. She should be closing up shop at a time like this. That tenacity is one of the reasons I fell in love with her too. Oh, that was different. Mott seriously has nerves of steel. She should be closing up shop at a time like this. I'm already here, so I may as well help out with the store today. I understand why my husband is worried considering what happened. I didn't think he'd come help me at work though. Guess I do feel a little safer. I'm gonna let him stay. May as well put him to work at my stall, so we can make some sales. Yeah. Heading in here first, because I'm thinking about heading down to Rain's hidey hole. It's not any of our shipping business again. Up until now, our routes have typically been to Calvard, but we'll make do only shipping within state lines. It's like, it's ours there, it's just there. It's all shipping in the end. As long as we work just as hard as ever, things will work out. Shipping in state isn't all that different from how we usually do things. As long as we work hard, things will work out. I'm gonna make sure I'm properly fed before I get back to work. You look like you're about to go somewhere super dangerous. Wish you wouldn't, but if Misha's set and going, then I won't stop her. I'll be waiting for you, so you better come back safely. Well, if it isn't Detective Bannings and his colleagues, how are you? Sal? What are you doing here? So strange about coming to Long Lao for a bite to eat. With the city calming down, what better time for a relaxing meal? So kind of ballsy, isn't it? You even took the middle table for everyone who walks in to see. I was not comfortable with it myself. However, it was the waitress that picked it and Master Zhao did not refuse. Don't think me some brazen malcontent trying to flaunt his newfound freedom. All we want is to eat our meals in peace. We've earned it. It had been so long since we fought the Red Constellation as we did during the Liberation mission. As far as that's concerned, you do have our thanks for helping. What do you all plan to do now? We plan to observe what happens next until things return to normal. Once we have a handle on what Crossbell's immediate future will look like, we'll find a new headquarters and resume business. I was afraid you would say that. But of course, Revache is gone, and soon the Red Constellation will be packing its bags. There's never been a better time for Heiyue. It's been a long time coming, but soon we will realize our goal of having full control over Crossbell's underworld. And it would not have been possible without the tireless work of Master Yin. You're not telling me anything I didn't already know. Facing Heiyue again was inevitable. Perhaps so. I'm looking forward to it all the same. Just know that if you intend to be the next barrier in our way, Zhao, then you won't be the one to stop us either. I had a feeling you would say something like that, Detective. I'd hardly call my men a barrier in the sense that you know it. Not compared to the noose to the west that will soon be tightening around Crossbell's neck. A little dramatic, don't you think? Not at all. In the meantime, I wish you all team luck in tackling this Azure Tree business, Detective Bannings. We'll be rooting for you. Plan to observe what Crossbell's immediate future will be. Once the time is right, taking over the underworld will be simple with Revache gone and the Red Constellation leaving. Becoming enemies may be inevitable, but I look forward to our clashing with the SSS all the same. I wish you luck today. If you're curious, our men have vacated the Sun Fort already. Yeah, I did check. We've done all we can to assist you. All that remains is to pray for your team's success. Anybody in the rooms? No. I'm sure working our hardest through this crisis will be a useful experience in the future. Plan to open up a huge shop with Puck, but for now, we need to focus on what's in front of us. Alright, time to clean everything up until it looks brand spanking new. Working hard through the crisis will be useful when Puck and I open up our own shop. Alright, time to clean everything until it looks brand spanking new. I should have known Master would insist on opening back up today. My mum in Calvard was worried when she heard about the tree, but if you ask me, the civil war in Erebonia is the real threat. I shouldn't be worrying about that though. More business hours means more time to learn everything Master has to teach. I've had enough of this recent chain of events in Crossbell. No good will come from panicking, though. That's why we remain open. The blue tree needs to be chopped down so I can go back to running Long Lao in peace. Long Lao is open for business. Take a seat if you want to order. Well, headed where I think you are, you're going to need a good meal first. Yeah. Master's motto is that everyone is happy when you have a full stomach. When Roos and me eventually start our business, everything he's taught us is going to carry over. I just know it. Every order today comes with an extra large serving and all-you-can-eat rice. Chow down, it'll energize you. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Alright, Rains. Looks like Rains closed the place off. Alright then, so he's somewhere else then. It's worth a check though, wasn't it worth a check? Because it could have been there, or there could have been someone else, and maybe like Richard would turn up or something, like being like, hello! Like, how did you get here? Magic! Like, that's not an explanation. I'm here now! That sort of thing. The President has been arrested, but where do we go from here? Still so much more Crossbell must overcome. If all Crossbellans need to come together and show unity, then we can take a step in the right direction. What happened to Crossbell now? There's still so much to overcome. If all Crossbellans need to come together and show unity, then we can take a step in the right direction. Our normal lives may have resumed, but Crossbell still has a heap of other problems it needs to deal with. Thanks to our diplomatic relations crumbling, merchants across the state are short on stock. Need to think of solutions and try reaching out to Speaker McDowell. Yes. I was finally able to get in touch with my friends and family in America Village. Still plenty to be worried about with that tree, but that was still a relief. Oop. Tree isn't affecting our members' enthusiasm for fishing. Saddam, Peter and Coppin left to fish as soon as the mist cleared. I wonder where they are then. Be out there somewhere. I've got to find them. Does somebody know where they are? Where are they? Save me looking. Oh, hey there, boys. And girls. Congrats on your arrest of the President. Talk about a big one. Thanks, Mikhail. We wouldn't have been able to make it inside without the Guild's help. It was teamwork that paved the way for the mission's success. Oh, please, it was nothing. You guys don't have to sweat the city. Sweat the city? Alright. We'll hold down the fort. Got a hiccup then. We'll hold down the fort while you go do what you need to do. Got another one coming. We've already gotten back to taking care of requests. That would explain why you're the only one downstairs. Yep, with the barrier down and the city clear, they could finally get back to helping the other parts of the state. We were locked inside for so long that a lot of requests were backed up. My boys and girls are going to be busy. Our apologies. Yeah, we'd like to lend a hand, but, you know, big tree and all that. Don't worry about it, I've already said it's fine. You can handle that tree that sprung up out of the wetlands for us. I know it's personal. Wait, I see it. We're dividing the work perfectly. Guess you're right. Key and Arias are there. Going to do everything in our power to bring them back. Naturally. I wouldn't expect any less from the SSS. I shouldn't have to tell you kids not to underestimate Arias. He's a tough cookie. You guys have been competing with him for almost a year. You should know better than anyone. Get my permission to smack some sense into him? Glad to. Arias is one tough cookie. You guys have been competing with him almost a year, but anyone. Beating him is going to be easier said than done. That's what you gotta do to bring him and Kia back to reality. When you do, you're gonna roll up his letter of resignation, smack him over the head with it for being so foolish. Will it hurt? Hello. You're amazing earlier, Kilika. Seeing that Taito School's flying swallow with my own two eyes was nothing short of enlightenment. It's not often I get to brandish my chakra, but it went better than I anticipated. I can tell you've been training hard too, Lin. This means Lecter's still around and he's probably at Barker, isn't he? Compared to our spot 8 years ago, you're a brand new martial artist. Far more capable now. Come on, don't flatter me, Kilika. I've still a long ways to go. I'm still nowhere near the master level like you and Zin. Being a dedicated pupil is a good start, though. At the rate you're growing, you may be able to move the immovable in only a couple of short years. He's yet to overcome his weakness for women of a certain age. In other words, even an A-rank bracer like him is still no match for you, huh, Kilika? Excellent job earlier, everyone. Likewise, Kilika. Thanks for offering to lend a hand. Yeah, you and Lecter really kicked some ass back there. Please, it was only a small bit of assistance. Putting that aside, I did not expect this Azure tree business. How will Calvard handle this situation? The Republican government is in shock. It's viewable from Altair as well. They decided to sit back and observe, not knowing exactly how dangerous it is. Can't divulge any more beyond that. That's fair. I plan to remain here until I have a full assessment of the tree. What path Crossbell takes from today on remains to be seen. However, I believe it will largely depend on your actions. I suggest you do what you believe to be right. We will, Kilika. That was our intention from the start. There's no better experience than fighting with my idol Kilika back to back. I need to refine my Taito style even more to protect Crossbell. Very well. I'm assuming there was nothing else from her. Largely depend on your actions. It's best to do what is right. Yes. Pretty much the same. Tree, Calvard spy! Another one. Several of them around, so we're done in this section. So... Ooh. So, you're still sitting on the chair? Now, where did that tree come from? Blue glow is beautiful. I wouldn't think it's something from this world. It almost feels like it's about to take us all to Adios' side. She's so beautiful, I wouldn't think it's from this world. Adios' side. My old man is so weird when he's not drunk, so I brought him some booze. Just drink your whole life, you old bastard. Jeez. Just, alright. It's funny that Van gave his dad beer himself. And well, I'm gonna miss sober Uncle Bacchus. Yes, just very strange. Bracer Guild allowed me to use one of their international phone lines so I could talk with Armand and Ellie in the Burl. Sounds like there's some trouble there too, but nothing compared to what's going on in Erebonia and Calvard. What's going on in LaBelle? All the tumult here. Glad to hear they're alright. Just to talk with Armand and Ellie in LaBelle. The tumult here, I'm going to work hard to get back on my feet and see them again soon. All the delinquents from the local gangs have banded together to protect downtown. Always had to keep our distance from them and their squabbles in the square, but turns out we can rely on those kids. First time ever, really come together as a community. Delinquent kids are protecting downtown, turns out the youngsters are quite the reliable bunch. For the first time ever, really come together as a community. It's nice to see, it really is. Daddy, you leaving for work again? Sure I am. Construction site just reopened. I know you must be worried, Lima, but I need you to watch the house with Mommy, okay? Okie dokie. Have a good day, Daddy. Off I go then. It's a little embarrassing when she does that, but it sure does keep me motivated. Alright, there's no time to worry about what could happen next. I need to go back out there and continue supporting my family. Even when everything is crazy, Daddy still works for us. I'll do my best to look after the house while he's gone too. Something about the gargantuan blue tree rubs me the wrong way. My husband works outdoors, so I can only imagine how uneasy it makes him too. Wish there was some way I could go to work with him. But that gargantuan blue tree rubs me the wrong way. Work with him. Expected him to actually be here drunk and not be able to open the door and stuff, but nope. Very strange. Once we look around a bit more, we can probably relax. Alright, time for one last patrol. We're working with the Testaments to patrol the area. If anyone's loitering around and getting up to no good, we'll knock him into next week. Where the hell did that tree come from? And if I know what's going on anymore. I expect you to have cleared this place up, but no. Jed and the others are finally helping out. Even if he might have messed everything up, Wald is still our guy. He's our boss. Counting on you guys to bring him back. Counting on you guys to bring Wald back. We'll try. Still haven't forgiven Wald. Not that I ever will. Thinking back on it, the Saber Vipers was some of the most fun I've ever had. Being one of the leaders is enough reason to protect this place. Hey, was that different? But being one of the Saber Vipers leaders is enough reason to protect this place. Alright, fair enough. Yeah. Ain't got time to worry. My time is coming. I am Luganov. Hear me roar. Yo, that big-ass tree, making me uneasy. So I rap this verse so I can see the free me that I want to be. Okay. Yes, right. Jed and Luganov are in charge of the Saber Vipers until Wald gets back. We're gonna protect this place with all our might. All of it? All your might? What about some of it? It's like the world is ending. Seeing that blue tree makes me feel like I need to do something. Everyone should have less to worry about if the city's a little cleaner. Clean, clean, clean. Up to me. I'll keep cleaning these streets if that's what it takes. Something good should happen if I clean up the district. I'm wondering if anything's going on in here. Like, is there anyone down here at this point? I doubt there would be, but... because this was the sort of base of operations, sure, but it's like there could have been someone lingering around. Maybe like Chief Roberts or Jonah or something, they're investigating something. Like, it was worth a check. I feel, anyway. Man, I cannot believe what's going on out there. I'd love to help you guys if I could. Only had some of the good stuff. The good stuff? I'm talking about Zemurian ore, my boy. It's a metal that's sometimes found in the ruins of the ancient civilization. Over a year ago, some famous professor perfected a process for refining this stuff and was able to make some primo items. If I could just get my hands on some, I could make you all some powerful weapons. Super strong weapons. Really? I cannot deny that they would be useful in the current situation. If I just had the materials, I could make them in a jiffy. I think 5 small shards of the stuff would be enough for one, but I've got 2? Wait, I think I have some Zemurian ore shards that I found earlier. What's that look for? Thinking you know how to get your hands on some? If that's the case, let me know when you're ready, and I'll make you a weapon. Talk to me again if you find a Zemurian ore or 5 ore shards. I'll make you a weapon in a jiffy. Got it. You're kidding me with this tree. It's been one thing after another. You folks better make sure you're ready if you're headed for that giant tree. Make sure your weapons are reinforced if you plan to take whatever's waiting for you out there. You will. Thanks, Gilwal. Okay, so what we got? Like, where's... do I need to actually get the, that's the best way of putting it. Get the Zemurian ore before he'll say anything, like, get enough of it. Like the 5 shards, etc. That's probably what I need to do. Hey, you guys know that Black Cat character? Black Cat character? You must be referring to Kagimaru. Yeah, that's the one. I'm looking for merch of his. If you find any, bring them to me. Is that big-ass tree down there? Damn, that sucker's huge. I wonder how many orbital cannons you need to take it down. Cannons? She's way too excited about this. That's Jingo for you. That is Jingo for you. Just as the president is arrested, that huge-ass tree pops up. Timing's a little too good if you ask me. With that barrier down, we're now wide open for the 2 major powers. Talk about a rock and a hard place. Things are getting interesting, aren't they? Not bad time to be in business as a weapons merchant. Figures you'd be thinking about the bottom line at a time like this. Maybe we'll make a few exchanges ourselves. Business is booming again now that the 2 major powers are breathing down our necks. Things are getting interesting, aren't they? Not bad time to be in business as a weapons merchant. Yes, it's not indeed. I'm assuming we'll have some kind of Wazzy scene down here, surely. A lot of people were sent to the hospital after the mist let up. Tried calling my dad, he actually picked up even though I'm sure he's busy. Do what I can to show him that I'm not the only one working hard. Don't know if I'll take the same career path as he did or anything. I want to show him that he's not the only one who can work hard for others. Trinity's finally open for business again. The fact that everything's messed up is the exact reason we need to go on with our daily lives. Good to hear. Plenty of people will still be looking to wash away their worries, I'm sure. Yeah, do your best out there, Wazzy. That was different. I'm back in business. You can order anything you want. Serena and Nougat are supporting me, so I can't start slouching. I never would have guessed that Wazzy and Abbas belonged to the church. I feel like I don't even know you anymore. Don't be like that. Can act the same as you always have. You could say the real Wazzy Emissary was leading the testaments all along. Is that so? I'm glad then. Wazzy and Abbas is part of the church. Truth is stranger than fiction. They never seemed very holy, so it's still a little hard to believe. Indeed. Expected something there, but like we got nothing. I'm liking the sort of quiet tempo music here, though. Are they back at it out down here? Yes. My grandpa said that it's too soon to feel safe. I'm scared we might get attacked again. But as long as I have Grandpa by my side, everything will be okay, because I love him. Aw, I'm scared we might get attacked again. The president declares martial law, gets arrested, and then that there tree springs up. It's one thing after another. No telling what could happen next. No one's going to harm Amisa, over my dead body. Yeah, you look after her, mate. She's looked after you. Thought I'd finally be able to look up at the sunny sky again, but instead we got a huge tree. What in the world is it? Doesn't seem dangerous. Could it be the president's doing as well? No. Ah, Nielsen. So the tree that appeared is giving off a blue light, is it? How eerily reminiscent of the Liber Arc, appearing above Le Burle. But that turned out to be a floating ancient city. I wonder what the tree is supposed to be. A tree! This tree that appeared is giving off a blue light. Noodles! Life's full of mountains to climb, and believe me, I like climbing mountains. Who knows what Erebonia and Calvard are up to? Let alone what the heck that tree is. Well, no matter. Blue tree, red tree, green tree, I don't give a hoot. Nothing's going to stop me from making my noodles. Who knows what the tree is or what the major powers are going to do next? Don't give a hoot. Nothing's going to stop me from making my noodles. Martial law caused a huge backup of packages, so now I'm busier than ever. At least I don't have to worry about being out of a job. I'm getting plenty of exercise. I feel so alive. I did check for you, didn't I? Yes, I look up at the sky. Rains said he snuck into the Geofront and had trouble getting out. Oh, silly Rains. Thank goodness he's safe. Oh, we didn't get an excuse me. McGinnon and I rushed out the article on the president's arrest as quickly as we could. Fortunately, our full staff is back to work as well. We were able to get in touch with Grace, so we've got a grasp of what's going on out there. That was different. Working as fast as we can to get accurate information to ease the citizens' unrest. No one else. Maybe they're all down here. Your camera ready, Rains? Yep, it's all good to go. Alright, let's go to Orcus Tower. Can't just sit here and let Grace outshine us. Yeah. It's like Rains is back on the reporting beat. For him, it must be killing two birds with one stone. Not that it'd be easy to do both of his jobs at once. We'll leave coverage of the tree to Grace. The rest of us will follow the government's actions. We need to keep a close eye on how we're planning to clean things up before Erebonia and Calvard can react. We've got to get out there and gather as much info as we can. There's always a new scoop to cover. Finish one big story and it's on to the next. Rain said he's... No, that's the same. I expect you to be like, alright, look, I checked. Nothing. You finally got it. You finally got your check. And you can't. Those who know, and those who don't. But I'm thinking this will actually be a good stopping point at this point, and in the next part we'll carry on the rounds in the admin district. See what's going on around here. There's probably a few things. We need to check up at Orcus Tower. I think people told me to go check up at the top of Orcus Tower. I need to check stuff like Stargazer's Tower, like this Zemurian ore everywhere, essentially. Or shards of the ore, anyway, that we need to go pick up, and that would be advisable to get some good weapons. So, we'll see you in the next part. Ta-da for now.